Welcome to the bottom of the barrel. To all you grubby groupers and floundering friends, to another edition of the Bottom Feeders podcast, the first podcast dedicated to the last. Sit back and enjoy the blast and the rush of watching our team shrivel in the clutch or not showing up in games that mean so much. Here at the bottom, we talk about it all, every decision that led us to our downfall.
The backside of Brandon Moore to knock the ball out.
Quarterback arm going forward.
Welcome to the Bottom Feeders.
And we are live with another episode of the Bottom Feeders podcast for you. Carson here with Malcolm. In case you haven't noticed, we have a change of scenery. In this episode, we are finally both in the same room for once. And Malcolm, can I just say it's a pleasure to be right here next to you, man.
Hey, welcome to the bottom.
Yeah, all right, welcome. Here we are. We are here recording this together in New Jersey. Just what?
Jersey!
15 minutes away, Malcolm, from, I believe, where we first met.
Oh, yeah! That's right.
In the St. Joseph High School football weight room.
Shout out to Dr. Gupinath.
Yeah, shout out Dr. Gubinot's Gophers.
You know what I'm saying? Homeroom.
I believe I was in Mr. Mahoney's homeroom.
Oh.
I think we were Mahoney's homies.
Oh.
I think that was our team name.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, we met. What was it? It'll be summer 2012, I believe. Getting ready for weight training for freshman football.
Damn.
If this is your first time watching, it's
That's wild.
probably a crazy episode to start with, but we're glad you're here.
Hey.
This is a football podcast, the Bottom
Sometimes.
Feeders.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes a football podcast. We're dedicated to the bottom of the barrel. You heard from the intro. We have bad fantasy teams. We have bad real teams.
Shout out to the Raiders and the Jets, though.
Shout out to the Jets. I'm repping a Jaguars jersey in the MJD era.
It's in the offseason and during the season.
Hey, I just like Burley's
Just certain points of the season. I got players. I got other
It's
people
like-
to root for.
Yeah. We watched the Jets and Raiders in, 2 weeks? We've had enough?
Oh, success happened in
Yeah.
other places.
Yeah,
I was remind
Let's
myself.
watch somewhere else.
I could see something about if somebody win.
But speaking of the bottom of the barrel for football, St. Joseph High School, our freshman team, and all of our teams, all of our teams were pretty abysmal.
Abysmal.
Do
Always with Pop Warner. Yeah.
you have a favorite memory playing football at St. Joe's in high school? We played all 4 years.
Definitely catching those picks freshman and sophomore year. I caught a lot of picks in freshman
You
year.
did?
And
Yeah.
it was limited play time too. So I think like if I was an NBA player for per 36, I had like six interceptions that year. You know?
Yeah. Hey, I think I had one in a scrimmage against, I forget who it was.
Bridgewater, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like it was Bridgewater.
I had a varsity pick.
Oh, shit.
And one of my greatest moments, and then when I walked to the sideline, the head coach was like, "Hey, nice job." Wrong name. And I'm like, fuck me. And I'm like, this is like a varsity scrimmage. Like,
I was there.
yeah.
This was great.
But I think my favorite memory has to be the time in practice. We'll keep this individual anonymous. But
You know you are.
one of our teammates peed his pants and tried to justify it, saying, "It's just a little tinkle. You guys never sprinkle every now and then?"
No,
Like-
I'm not over 45.
and I'm like, no, dude, this it's like freshman practice, I think. Was it freshman or JV?
Freshman or JV.
Yeah.
And my thing is too, this particular individual also played basketball all their lives, and that was their first time putting on football pads. And anybody who's played Pop Warner already knows. So we've solved that issue.
Yeah.
You know. So I gotta give him a pass for that being the first time playing football.
That's true. It was his first.
Outside of that, you're a grown man. Come on.
I never played Pop Warner. I didn't play till high school. I never peed my pants first time on the practice field. Like,
Hey, but you know we had all the freshman year to figure that out, you know?
but hey, that first practice, I didn't pee. So like, I don't know if that's a
I
reasonable.
feel like it's
excuse.
self-explanatory, but who knows?
Uh,
Some people need it to be explained.
well, we have a special episode prepared.
We do.
We have
Wait, we're prepared for this?
a little bit.
Oh, right.
We definitely didn't meet up and spend the first 2 hours preparing, but we are prepped, and we have been doing, if you've been watching our previous episodes, a Keep 4, Cut 4 series of every team's first round picks since 2000. And
It was the year 2000.
we finished half the league. We've gone through 16 teams. Our goal was to do all 32 teams by the draft. So we have 16 teams left,
And almost 8 days left.
and we're gonna do 8 teams today.
Let's go.
So I know you have your notes over there. I got my notes on the over here. If you want to watch any of them from the AFC East or West or NFC East or West, check out our previous videos. We have every team in those divisions. Today, we're going to do the entire AFC South and the entire NFC South.
Let's go.
So keep four, cut four. If this is your first time watching, we do these lists based only on their tenure with the team. So if you're the Chargers, you would have Eli Manning on your list. So was Eli Manning a great Charger? No.
Debatable.
Well,
How many other great Chargers are we comparing him to?
I guess that's true. Hey, his 2 days on the team.
It's the only Charger to ever have won a Super Bowl.
Hey, that's fair. That's got to be someone else.
Lucky Charger.
Did Eric Weddle play for the Patriots? I don't know why.
Oh, he did. He did.
Was he? Yeah.
And he did.
I don't know if he was on one of the teams that won.
Very
But
briefly.
who else could be? Ryan Matthews. I feel like he probably bounced to a good team for like his last year as like a backup.
Damian Thomas went to the AFC Championship with the Jets.
Dane Thomason did almost. I still have a white LT Jets jersey. It was only 1 year, but it was cool. It was cool.
Absolutely.
But all right, do you want to start us off, or you want me to start giving you names?
I'll start you off.
All right.
We'll start off on a positive note.
Cheers. Drinking this episode is sponsored by Kirkland Lager, found at your local Costco.
Kirkland Lager, if you want to be undersatisfied with whatever you're drinking.
It's not too bad. It's not
It's
too
not
bad.
bad. It's really not that bad.
I'll take it.
Pretty good.
I'll take it over Keystone.
Natty Light, though.
I'll take it over Natty for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a baseline. If Keystone's the midpoint, then this is the top point. Natty Light. Okay,
Yeah,
I like this.
I think it's right around the Keystone area.
All of this seems affordable.
Yeah. Yes. Where we like to stay.
All right. Texans first round pick since 2000. Let's do it.
All right.
Number 1, quarterback out of Fresno State, 2002, David Carr.
I mean, this has to be a keep. I think you got. Hey, look, the Texans, but they've been in the franchise for. Is this might be? I think this might be the 25th year. So good job, Houston Texans. I think they're entering year 25, quarter century. And look, he had maybe the hardest job in football. Drafted first overall, starting quarterback for a brand new team, expansion team. You get in like bad players all around you, but he was good enough to make them legit. You know, like you see where I'm going with this?
I'm hesitant to accept the good enough, but I believe it.
It's a hard thing to do, and he wasn't horrible. You know,
That's fair.
he had a very bad environment, a very bad situation to be in.
I mean, it's the Texans, yeah.
First brand new team,
Shout out to
brand
CJ
new-
Stroud.
Like that's a tough task to do. I'm gonna keep him. I think he did what he needed to do to start a franchise from literally scratch.
Andre Johnson.
Keep, easy keep. Second best. Oh, I'm doing the math in my head. I only have 3 keeps left. I think I know who they all have to be.
You got 2 keeps left now.
Well, yeah, keep Andre. Yeah, we'll keep Andre, and I'll hold out for the 2 big names left.
Okay.
I'm definitely forgetting some people. Should not have kept Carr, but I got it. He's the first.
Jason Babbitt.
Cut.
Okay.
Babin, I remember him.
Hall of Famer.
Was he a Texan most of his career? Why do I remember Babin being on the Eagles?
Because he's also on the Eagles.
Like I picture when I hear Babin, I think of the Eagles more than I think of the Texans.
That's a good pull.
So I'm gonna cut him. I just
Mario Williams.
got about that name.
I looked you a little crazy when you picked David Carr. I was like, oh, okay. That's a personal choice. It's okay. I respect it.
I gotta cut him.
Okay.
I gotta cut Mario. I'm sorry, Mario. No disrespect to you. You were great.
Brian Cushing.
I have to cut him. I mean, I'm holding out for. I hope you guys are both first round picks. I think D Hop and I think Watt were both first round picks. So I'm holding out for those 2. If either of them aren't a first round pick, I'm tanking this list so bad. But that's my belief. I'm holding out for the 2 of them. So unfortunately, cut Brian Cushing, a menace to society though. Cushing is great.
Number 6, Jadeveon Clowney.
Cut. Happy to cut Clowney. Just never. He's had a good career, but he's bounced around. Like I don't think of him as a Texan.
And then your final 2 will be JJ Watt
Yep.
and DeAndre Hopkins.
Happy to keep them both. That was a plan. Yeah, I think if I could swap out Carr, I think I would take Cushing over Mario. Right? Like but Cushing was like he was a Texan forever. Mario ended up on the Bills, right?
Yeah.
Like he did. I think Cushing had like 10 plus
You know what?
years.
I'm right there with you.
But peak Mario and the Texans, that was one of the best.
And him with Mike Freeney also.
Yeah. A horrible time to be a quarterback for the Jaguars. David Garrard got to beat the fuck up.
You thought David Carr had him then.
All right, so
Let's do it.
where should we start? Let's start with the Falcons. Because I have a fun thing with the Falcons. This keep 4, cut 4 list. I'll let you know in advance. All offensive players. I almost had AJ Terrell in there. I think he's a very underrated corner. I almost had another name I'm forgetting in there, but I have really good offensive players for the Falcons. And I don't know what the right answer is. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm totally ready.
Yeah. All right. This bathroom break is brought to you by
Shame.
Kirkland Lager. Be sure to try Kirkland Lager at your local Costco. We'll probably edit this part out while Malcolm, drains the main vein. If you know that reference, please comment where it's from, and I will send you a jersey of my choice or something like that. But yeah, so here we are. Yeah, we'll probably edit this part out. In another world, I'm like monologuing right now, and it's an amazing monologue, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And look at that. We are back.
All I gotta say is whatever fresh ingredients they using are fresh.
Hey, yo, I want to say shout out.
Feels light in my system.
Yeah, shout out Kirkland Lager for making you pee, which is healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirkland Lager, great for your bladder movements. So if we are editing this in post, I think right now is where we turn back on. Back from our short bathroom break. And Malcolm, I got 8 offensive players for the Falcons for you.
Let's do it.
We're gonna start with the man, the myth,
Michael Vick.
nah.
Fuck.
The man, the myth, the Pitts.
Let's go.
Kyle Pitts.
La Brea.
Kyle Pitts, keep
What a
it
show.
cut.
What a show.
4th overall pick, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say now I gotta actually do the work and keep a cut.
I think the only tight end ever to go in the top 5.
I'm gonna cut him because there's another tight end I think might be on the list.
Let's see what you're thinking. Next name up, Calvin Ridley.
Cut.
Yeah, just never found a lot of
Very
success.
frustrating to cut, but yes.
Yeah. Right. Next name up, Julio Jones.
Keep.
Yeah.
Keep. Come on.
So far you have cut Pitts, you've cut Calvin Ridley, you've kept Julio. Next name up, Matty Ice. Matt.
He's got ice in his veins. Of course, they gotta keep him.
Gotta keep Falcons all-time leading passer, I think he's
All-time
top
in
10.
everything, yeah.
I think he's top 10 in all-time in passing yards.
I even have more rushing yards than some of the running backs they have in that tenure.
We're gonna get the running back soon. But
Shout out to Devontae Freeman.
next name up, and I think here's where it starts to get dicey. Roddy White.
If I kept Julio and I kept Matt Ryan, I should keep Rodney White.
All right. I think, never a top. Was he ever a top 5 receiver in the league?
Probably top 10 his whole
Always
career.
top 10. Yeah, he's like a Mike Evans type. Really is.
Literally.
Yeah.
And if this was the Bucks, I probably would keep Mike Evans. We're gonna cut. No cut.
Cutting Roddy White is bold.
No cut.
I don't know if I'd have the stones to do that.
No cut.
But your next name up, and this is where, again, we want to focus solely on their Falcons tenure. You said him earlier. Michael Vick.
Keep.
Man 04 cover athlete.
Gotta keep.
Michael Vick. I changed football.
Yeah.
Single-handedly changed the way quarterback position.
There would be no Lamar without Mike Vick.
Yeah. No Lamar. No RG3. No Cam.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cam, we might see his name up later. Ooh, foreshadowing. Next name up, Drake London. You have one keep and one cut left.
This is gonna hurt, but I'm gonna cut.
Cutting Drake London.
Cut.
So
There's one more name I'm not thinking of.
So you have cut Kyle Pitts, Calvin Ridley, Roddy White, and Drake London. All of some of the Falcons' better pass catchers in their history. But you have kept Julio Jones, the best pass catcher in Falcons history, Matt Ryan, Michael Vick, and your final keep, Bijan Robinson.
Well, that's a good list.
That's a good list. That's a great list.
It's a good list. It's a good list.
Looking back, would you now
You
that
got
you
something to say in
know
the comments? Let me know.
you know who's on the list? Would you put Roddy White over Vic, over Bijan?
Maybe Bijan?
It is early with Bijan.
Depends on how this tenure ends up.
But I mean, hey, Bijan won me in fantasy league this year, so I gotta give him respect.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Mike Hahn and the Bonanza.
He was robbed. All right.
All right. So Falcons down, Texans down.
You good? You don't need a bathroom break?
I'm good for now. Yeah,
All right.
we'll do 2 more teams, then probably cut it to a break.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. All right. You want the Colts, Jags, or Titans?
Let's do keep 4, cut 4. Jags first round pick since 2000.
Oh, I was hoping you picked this.
I'm repping MJD. I gotta choose the Jags.
Okay. Now, number 1. Quiet, Zoom. Brian Leftwich.
He
Quarterback.
was good.
2003.
He was good on the Jags, but like if we're going quarterbacks, I take Garrard and Lawrence over Byron Leftwich. I don't know if Garrard was a first round pick.
I don't think Garrard was, but he came shortly after Leftwich.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna cut Leftwich.
Garrard was 2009-ish.
Was he a first round pick?
I don't think he was, but he
guess-
Leftwich was drafted in 2003, and if that kind of makes sense because I think
Fifth year,
Garrard was
year.
like third round.
Yeah.
2009.
Checks out. All right, so cut Leftwich.
Yeah. Oh. See you later, Mr. Leftwich. He left which way? Anyway, Mercedes Lewis.
Oh man, Mercedes Lewis.
2006.
Is he still playing?
He might be. He literally, no cap, might be 48 years old playing his 15th season in the NBA.
I think Mercedes Lewis is gonna legit break the record for seasons
the
played.
Texans last year or something like that, wasn't he?
I feel like he was on I want to say Packers recently.
I know he's played. That's the worst part.
But I'm trying to think of Jags first round picks all time, and I know I can't think of many good ones. So I'm gonna go bold here, and I'm gonna say keep Mercedes Lewis.
Packers literally was on the
Packers. This
His current team, the Denver Broncos.
So he played for the Packers and signed a new contract. 41 years old. Wow. This is gonna be his. You said he was drafted 2006. Yeah. This is gonna be his 21st season. Yo, shout out Mercedes Lewis. I'm keeping him.
Hell yeah.
He is a stable consistency for a lot of Jaguars teams. I gotta respect it.
That's insanity, though. 21 years in the NFL?
Yeah.
How the fuck does that happen?
It's a tight end too. That's not hard.
The blocking did
Yeah.
it primarily, too. Justin Black.
Cut. Love Justin Blackman.
That's for sure going to be a key. Oh,
No,
I know how you feel about it. We feel the same way.
If we're looking at just college career, Justin Blackman, Oklahoma State, was elite. But just off-field issues, on-field issues, bad quarterback play. He just can never make it
We're gonna
work.
get to his quarterback in a little bit.
Okay.
Speaking of which, 2014, Blake Bortles,
I was about to say Blake. I mean,
top 5 overall
I think you have to keep Bortles.
playoffs.
He's the longest playoff run in Jaguars history was led by Blake Bortles. I think the best quarterback season in Jaguars history was that Bortles year. I know T-Law just had a great year.
If he didn't throw 4 interceptions in that playoff game, I think we'd view it differently.
Well,
but yes,
I
agree with you.
But that's on the play calling because they had the lead. Why are they throwing the ball when they're up in the fourth quarter? They got to run the ball there.
Can you run the ball if you're the Jags though?
Was Fournette on that team?
Yes, though actually.
And I'm like, you have
Fournette, and they had a punch too. Who was
did? Who was there? I want to say Tariq Cohen. I know it's not right. I don't think he was ever.
That feels right.
But like someone like Tariq Cohen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep Blake Bortles. I'd say, look, Trevor Lawrence, young career. As of right now, Blake Bortles is still the best Jaguar quarterback of all time. Okay, 50-50.
Dante Fowler, 2015, D-tackle.
Cut. Fowler I think he had a decent career.
Pretty good.
But based on where he was drafted, was he top 5?
Top 5.
Maybe I think it was maybe 4. Yeah, you expect more from him, and I think the way he was hyped up too entering the draft. I remember the Dante Fowler hype.
Yeah, so it was fun. And kind of like the Jordan Davis a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You really think this nose tackle is about to change the game like that? Like, I believe you. I saw Jefferson Simmons get drafted before.
Yeah.
All right. Number 6, Jalen Ramsey.
You have to keep Jalen Ramsey. I know he's had better success elsewhere. Well, not better success. I guess more trophies elsewhere. But man,
against Dicey.
peak Jaguars Jalen Ramsey, that was elite.
That fight with AJ Green.
Oh my god.
Top 5 all time of he shut him down all day, and now AJ Green, a non-fighting person's gonna start swinging on somebody.
Yeah,
it's already
It's up there with Cortland Finnegan, Andre Johnson.
Right there. Yeah. All right. This is where it comes tenure or potential.
So I got 2 names left, one of each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you want Trevor Lawrence or Travis Hunter?
I'll keep Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
I'll keep.
So the Jaguars are Mercedes Lewis, Blake Bortles, Jalen Ramsey, and T-Law.
There's a good list. And who did I cut? Hunter, it's just, the jury's still out.
Travis Hunter, Dante Fowler, Justin Blackmon, and Byron Leftwich.
I think that's a great. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I didn't fall into the Fowler trap because I wanted to keep Fowler and Blackmon.
It was a trap. It was absolutely a trap.
Yes. Blackman's one of those you can make a case for keeping Blackmon just because
for 5 years,
just like the sheer talent.
The only productive. He was very productive in those first couple of years too.
He was. But all right,
fuck yeah,
good Jaguars list. Do you have a preference on which NFC South team?
No.
All right.
Although I'll go Bucks though.
All right, Bucks.
I'm gonna try to get a Saints fan on the line to help me out with this next one.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what then. For the Bucks, first name up. I'm trying to think if I want to start from the top of the list or the bottom of the list. Let me start from the bottom of the list.
Bottom now we hit. Okay.
We know the bottom feeders after all. So we'll start with the bottom of the list I made. First name up is Aqib Talib.
We gonna keep.
He's great.
That's easy.
Elite corner. I forget he was drafted by the Bucks a lot of times.
He played 9 years, something like that, 8 years for the Bucks.
That's insane.
And then went to Denver.
Yeah.
After that,
and then still had an amazing success in Denver.
Too. Yeah.
Great corner. Next name up. Great name. Running back. Cadillac Williams.
Cadillac Williams. Based on nostalgia, I should say keep, but cut.
Yeah. Valid. Just decent, but
it lives my heart, smart mind.
Never great, Next name up, the man Greg Schiano ran out of town. Josh Freeman, quarterback. Was he first overall?
Fifth round. Fifth overall.
Fifth overall.
Cut, but nothing to do with Josh Freeman. That's not your fault, man.
Right. So you kept the key, cut Cadillac, cut Freeman. Next name up, Gerald McCoy.
Keep.
One of the best interior defensive linemen of his era. Was he on that Super Bowl team?
I
think he was, yeah. Oh, with the Eagles. He didn't do it with the Bucks. He did it with the Brady Bucks.
Might have done it with both.
Wow, good for him.
I think he did it with the Brady Bucks and then went to the Eagles the year after that, 2021.
Yeah. What a career.
That's a way to finish the career.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, you deal through 10 years of Tampa Bay garbage. You deserve that.
It's like, hey,
Someone as good as McCoy.
alone. Hey, yeah.
Next name up. Talked about him earlier. Mike Evans.
Keep.
All right. So you've kept Talib, Joe McCoy, Mike Evans. You only have one keep left and 3 names.
Let's do it.
First name, Jameis Winston.
Bye.
Wow.
I'll give you a tomahawk chop.
He's famous Jameis. One of
30 for 30.
One of only 9 quarterbacks ever to throw for 5,000 yards.
Can't beat 30 for 30.
Elite stuff. Next name up. I guess I was hoping maybe you cut some other people. Next name up. Tight end. O.J. Howard.
Cut.
I should have put him the last name and try and trap you.
Might have got me, too.
So you have kept Talib, Joe McCoy, Mike Evans. You've cut Cadillac. You've cut Josh Freeman. You've cut Jameis Winston. You've cut O.J. Howard. And your final keep, I think a future Hall of Famer, Vita Vea.
Let's go! Vida.
That's a good list.
More Vida.
I know that's the perfect list. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Try and pull some nostalgia stuff with Cadillac, but yeah. All right.
Bowling.
Have we each done 2 teams so far?
We have.
All right. Well, great time for a break, guys.
Let's do it.
Thank you guys so much. We were gonna be back just momentarily after a few quick. Do we have advertisements yet?
A word from our sponsor.
A word from our
Sponsor
sponsor.
the fuck out of us.
Yeah. Well, we're actually just gonna play 30 minutes of dead air.
Okay.
And it'll just be me saying, like every 5 minutes, pay us to sponsor.
Pay us to sponsor us.
Yeah. So enjoy the dead air for 30 minutes, and we'll be back after that. Yeah. And we are back again with the Bottom Feeders podcast, continuing this iconic episode, and we have a very special guest with us.
Hello.
We have
Hi, y'all.
Will
How y'all doing?
Davenport.
What?
It's a pleasure. How y'all doing?
What is your rooting interest, sir?
Reading interest?
Rooting.
Rooting.
I know you can't read.
Crazy start to this. Rooting interest. I think rooting interest. I mean, define what you mean by that.
NFL team.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Set both fortunately and unfortunately, New Orleans Saints.
Which it's crazy that as a Saints fan, you can be in a room right now and your team is better than 2 other people's teams.
That's the first time I haven't been able to say that in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, actually, no. When did Drew Brees leave? 20.
About 5 years ago.
Yeah, about 5 years.
We have Jets, Saints, and Raiders fans now in this room.
3 sad.
Lots of losing.
3 very sad people.
Many tears.
Oh my
But
god.
we're gonna take a step back into
Mhm.
what do we call it?
Cut for, boy, and tell me what you stand for.
That is exactly what we're doing.
Okay.
So, Will, you're gonna be helping Malcolm out. We've been doing keep 4, cut 4, blind. So I'm gonna give you 8 names, and you're not gonna know who's coming next.
All
And
right.
you're gonna have to keep 4
All right.
and cut 4 players. And these are Saints first round picks since 2000.
Since 2000?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we got some old names here. I'll give you guys a chance to discuss amongst yourself each name. There are some good names. Taking a trip down memory lane here for the Saints.
Some good memories, some bad ones.
And
Mostly bad.
Yeah, I know.
and I will say you are the only team here to have won a Super Bowl in our lifetimes.
You know,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah. So
That's I mean, but that it's
sucks.
But who's a Bucks fan here?
It's-
All right, fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, right, get that shit out of here.
No,
Oh,
I got
man.
8 names. We're gonna
All right.
start off with, I believe, the year 2000. Running back, Deuce McAllister,
Dude, makes sense.
going way back.
Yeah, that's a key. Yeah, that's
The
a
key,
key.
yep.
Mm.
So, fun fact with this Saints list, since 2000, you guys have taken 3 running backs in the first round.
Yeah.
Deuce McAllister, and this next name is another one, Reggie Bush.
Back in the era, key. That was like back in his era when he was with us. Yeah, that's a key.
I gotta stay unbiased on this, but
That's
How's that?
as a USC fan, fight on.
Fair. Yeah, absolutely.
Next name up, one of the best DBs for the Saints, Malcolm Jenkins.
Malcolm Jenkins.
I got some good names in the
See, the
Saints.
thing is,
Piscataway, New Jersey.
We've already kept 2.
I'm like, we already kept 2. There's the problem.
You're right.
Oh. No, but Malcolm's good. Malcolm Jenkins is so good. He's so good.
Malcolm, what you thinking?
Yeah, it hurts me to say I can't
What?
stop. I was like, because we already had 2 really good ones. That's why I'm like, I gotta.
Okay. So cutting Malcolm Jenkins.
Shout out to Malcolm Jenkins.
Lock it up.
Wait,
Shout
all
out,
day.
That's my goal though. I can't.
Next name up, Cameron Jordan.
See, I'm just gonna let him. You got some decisions to make. I'm glad we got.
He was good.
He's
still on the team. 10 years.
I was like, yeah,
One of the longest tenured fans.
I'm gonna have to keep him just because he stayed this long. And
That's fair.
I'm like even for the time he's been here, he's
great.
He's still good.
Keeps though.
He does what he can with what he got. You know, I gotta respect that.
So far you have cut Malcolm Jenkins, but you have kept Cameron Jordan, Reggie Bush, Deuce McAllister. Next name up, I told you there are 3 running backs. Third one is Mark Ingram. You only got 1 keep left.
I know.
Lord.
Sorry, Mark. Yeah, I gotta hear the rest of the list.
Mark that one down for no.
That's a cut.
Yeah, that's gotta be a cut, sadly. Sorry, Mark.
Nah,
Don't hate me.
this is impressive.
Trust. Big trust.
3 names left. I think this is the worst name on the list. Brandon Cooks, which is impressive that you can make a case that he's the worst name on this
You
list.
ain't seen those other lists, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I have not, but yeah, nah, I got.
Shout out to the Cardinals.
I'm not even upset about cutting. I would. Yeah, that's sorry. I gotta.
All right.
Out of all the names, yeah, I'm not.
2 names left.
Later.
Mhm.
You only have 1 keep.
Yeah.
First name I'm going to give you, Marshawn Lattimore.
You remember that playoff game?
No.
Which is crazy because I remember when we got him, and I had such high hopes.
Shout out to Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
I had such high hope. Oh my!
Do you think
God,
if
man.
not for that Minneapolis Miracle, do you think that you would have won it all that year?
I think there was a
Because
good
that team
chance.
was so good.
We had such momentum that year, and that's what I think was so.
Wasn't that Kamara's like breakout
like-
year?
Yeah, that was.
You
that
had like
was.
Kamara, Breeze.
Kamara, Breeze.
Breeze before all the shoulder surgeries, and all they had to do was throw screens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. I'm like, you gave that man 5 seconds. The ball was gone. It was going to somebody's hands. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Which is different from Tyler Shaw.
You're cutting Lattimore. No matter what this last name is, you're keeping.
Yeah.
Just to recap,
that's fine.
you have kept Cam Jordan, Reggie Bush, and
Decent
Deuce
list.
McAllister.
Decent list.
You've cut Malcolm Jenkins,
Yikes.
Mark Ingram, Brandon
Yikes.
Cooks, and Marshawn Lattimore.
Yikes.
And your last player, you're going to keep this player, Chris Olave.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not. I'm actually content with that one.
That's a good
It's a shame. It's a shame to cut Ingram. That hurt a little bit.
LaFleur.
It hurt. Yeah, my goat. But yeah, but Olave.
Olave's great.
Besides, before Derek Carr turned him into mincemeat.
Hey, you watch it. You watch it.
Let's-
No Derek Carr slander on this podcast.
Let's go to Derek Carr and say Derek Carr kind of ruined Olave, but Shuck kind of brought him back.
He brought him back. But the thing is, the wounds of past wars kind of hold strong. You know what I mean? There's the problem. I'm like, don't get me wrong. Olave is still very talented of an athlete. That is just one of those things where like it's the pain and the joy of being a Saints fan is that there are people that if you good on the Saints, a lot of people really stay loyal, but through that there's so much hardship. It's so much,
Kind of like Nolans.
so much hardship that I'm like, I just want y'all to do well.
New Orleans is a city of struggle and triumph.
It,
Yeah.
it really is, and that's why that's my goats. My goats for real.
Well, cheers to the Saints. What NFL draft coming up? Cheers to the Saints, Jets, and Raiders.
Absolutely.
The podcast. Do the Saints? You guys have a first round pick this year?
No, I think because of I think that string of 3 wins. I don't think we're first draft.
First round, yeah.
I don't think we're first round.
I think he traded it to someone at some point.
Yeah, I know we're in top 10.
Okay.
Top 10.
I don't think top 5 though. No, we managed to somehow smoothen it out a little bit.
Honestly,
Mediocre
Shaq
at
was
best.
too good.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of like, why did we go with Rattler? But it's okay. But hey, listen, Rattler had been there also for a long time. So I think
Shout out to QB1. It's a great show.
I was like,
He won, yeah.
absolutely.
Hey, Netflix, you guys have a sports division.
Hey, bring us on now.
Please, love
Bottom Feeders content coming to a Netflix near you soon enough.
Shout out to L. Duncan. Shout out to everybody else out there.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. That is it for our very first in-person episode.
Live.
Awesome. Will, you are our second guest ever. You know,
Honored to be here.
Yeah.
First in-person guest.
First in-person guest.
Hey, love it.
Will, Malcolm, you guys have any last words with the people before we sign off?
Nah, I'm all good, but thank you for having me on. It's a pleasure seeing y'all.
Yeah.
I'll take it easy.
All right, much love, everyone. We'll catch you guys next episode. Bow.